Okay, hello, welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you visit, please consider subscribing and give a thumbs up so the YouTube algorithm can take us into account whenever somebody searches for this type of services, this tutorial. My name is Marto Piña, uh, YouTube channel, and this is one video in a series of tutorials for people who are taking the TOEFL test and they want to study on their own or they're taking a TOEFL preparation course. So, if you know somebody like that, please share this with them. Right now, we're still working with structure and written expression, and we are in the first part. Today we're going to work with skill number 5. Remember, is sentences with one clause. In sentence one clause, we are trying to find that there's always a subject and a verb. Simple enough, right? But sometimes there are some structures that can be confused with the subject or the verb. Or for the reference, you can look back in the videos that are posted in the channel, and over here you will see the link to the first video. This is skill number 5. Skill number 5, right? Be careful of past participles, right? Past participles can cause confusion in the structure section of the test because, a past participle can either be an adjective or it can be part of the verb. Past participle is the form of the verb that appears with have in perfect tenses or with be in passive voice. It often ends in ed, right? Because they're regular, but there are also many irregular past participles in English. You might want to take a look at that list at the end of the book. Yeah. Now, over here we have an example of the family has purchased a television, right? So here you can see that we have the subject, family, and we have the verb, has purchased. Right? Purchase, this part is the past participle. It's accompanied by the auxiliary has, so this is what we call a present perfect sentence. In the first sentence, the past participle purchase is part of the verb because it is accompanied by has. Right? No problem there. Now, the second one says the poem was written by Paul. The second sentence, the past participle written is part of the verb because it is accompanied by was in what we call passive voice, right? Poem was written by Paul. Paul wrote this poem, but if I put it in passive, then it's like poem was written by Paul. All right. Now, like I said, the past participle can work as an adjective when it is not accompanied by any form of be or have. There is no auxiliary here, then that's going to become an adjective. So here the television subject purchased yesterday was expensive, right? Subject, the television was expensive. What television are you talking about? The television purchased yesterday. So here you can see that the past participle, ed, is working as an adjective. The poem written by Paul appeared in the magazine, right? Subject, the poem appeared in the magazine. What poem are you talking about? The poem written by Paul, right? So in the first sentence, purchase is an adjective, right, and a verb because, again, it is not accompanied by any form of be or have. And there's verb was in the sentence. In the second sentence, written is an adjective rather than a verb because it is not accompanied by a form of be or have. And the verb appear is, you can find it there in the sentence. All right, so here we have an example of how we can make this confusion. Remember, present participle, past participles can be confused with verbs. Now here we got the packages will arrive Monday, right? Subject, packages will arrive, that's the verb. So mail here, it cannot work as a verb because we already have a verb. So we have to eliminate the auxiliary like have and were. And we have yes, C and D. So in this case, will be just. The packages just mailed at the post office will arrive Monday. For example, if you look only at the first few words of the sentence, it appears that packages is the subject and mail is either a complete verb or past participle that needs a helping verb. But if you look further in the sentence, you will see that the verb will arrive you will then recognize that male is an adjective and is therefore not part of the verb. Answers A and B are incorrect because male is an adjective and doesn't need a helping verb auxiliary by have word. Answer C is incorrect because there is no need for an object then. Therefore, the best answer is D. Right? The packages just mailed at the post office would arrive Monday. Okay. Now, so as a past participle often ends in ed, but there are so many irregular past participles for many verbs, including ed verbs. The simple past and the past participle are the same and can be easily confused. The ed form of the verb can be the simple past. For example, she painted this picture. It can be the past participle of a verb, like she has painted this picture. Or it could work as an adjective. You know? The picture painted by Karen is now in the museum. Right? Picture subject is in a museum. Right? So painted, past participle ed, is really an adjective. Right? Okay. So here we got this exercise. Right? Each of the following sentences contains one or more past participles. Underline the subject once, the verbs twice. Circle the past participles, label them as either an adjective or a verb, then indicate if the sentence are correct. Incorrect sentences, correct, incorrect. All right, number one, we got the money was offered by the client, was not accepted. Right here, you can see we have a double verb. That's why this is incorrect. So if we eliminated this one, then we got the money offered, working as an adjective, by the client was not accepted. That's not the case. The car listed in the advertisement had already stalled. Okay, so we got two verbs. The past participle, listed, installed, ed, ed. So this is correct. Okay, now it's the time for you to pause the video, try to complete these exercises, and then come back and look at the answers. Okay, pause the video now and see when you come back. Okay, now that we're back, we got chapters were taught. This is one of those irregular verbs we're talking about. This morning will be on next week's exam, right? Subject, verb, and verb. So right there you can tell this is incorrect because we have a double verb. Okay. So we eliminate this one, and this could work as an adjective. The loaves of bread were baked in a brick oven at a low temperature for many hours. So we got the subject, we got the verb, we got auxiliary, everything's fine. The porks, plural, were reached by the sailors, were under the control of a foreign nation. Right, so we got subject, but we got two verbs, and that would be incorrect. Double verb. Again, if we eliminated this auxiliary, then we got good adjective. The ports reached by the sailors were under control of a foreign nation. Okay. Those suspected in the string of robberies were arrested by the police. Right, so we got the subject, we got the verb. This is an adjective. This is part of the verb. That's correct. Yes. They were arrested by the police. Yes, okay. The pizza is served in this restaurant is the tastiest in the country. Subject, we got a verb, we got another verb, and that makes it incorrect, right? Because we have a double verb. So if we eliminate this, then we have a nice adjective to say, pizza served in this restaurant is the tastiest in the country. The courses are listed on the second page of the brochure, have several prerequisites. So we get subject, verb, and verb. So again, this is incorrect because we have a double. Okay. Again, if we eliminate this, then we have a nice adjective describing the courses. The courses listed on the second page of the brochure have several prerequisites. All the tenants, subject, were invited to the Independence Day barbecue at the apartment complex. We have the subject, we have the verb, right? Everything is fine, no problem. And finally, any bills paid irregular verb. But the first of the month will be credited to your account by the next day, right? So we got subject, we got verbs, we got adjective, right? This is correct. All right, guys, so you can see how in a hurry and moment of stress, we might confuse a past participle with a verb. So how do we know that it's not? Because it's a verb only if it's accompanied by an auxiliary form of was and have. And if it's not, then it is an adjective, okay? So thank you for your attention. Thank you for watching this video. And well, like I said, if you like it, a thumbs up, it's free. Doesn't take you too long, but it helps a lot with YouTube algorithm. And if you can subscribe, this is good for the channel, and share it with somebody else who may benefit from this type of tutorials. So thank you, and see you on